Hey, everybody. Oh, wait. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. Audio, default. All right. Should be coming through. What's up? Welcome. We got 1111 in the house. Pure Rolex. Shaq. Dylan. Sheriff Shaq. What's up? Our world speed record holder, Ditsy Dits in the house. GS Tunchi. What's up? St. Lucie in the fight. Definitely one of the fastest UPX.World players in the world, I guess. What up? Walk My Paws LLC. Welcome. Keith K.O. Olson. What up? One of the founding members and certified RL Ninja. Keith from Hyde Park Ninjas. Very cool. Audio is good. Love it. When Vixie emoji on Twitch? Good question. I need to update. Twitch is my next. So that's actually a really good start. So welcome everybody. It is me, Thank Me Later, here February 1st. Can you believe it? We are already 1 month down in this amazing 2023 year, and we did not end it without, an announcement with our own. So earlier in January, we released the publicly available alpha, which is currently being tested on Discord. You can download the Windows version and play it and collect 100 Xenon for your exclusive Alpha Xenon Elite badge, aka Axe. You definitely want to get that. So do not sleep on that, because once the game hits Steam, which will be later this month, you will not be able to get that title any longer. Also, the real big announcement that happened yesterday. Anybody? UPX.World is officially live. We are out of development. We are officially in production. You can go there today. The big piece here, we're still building out the rest of the platform. It's going to be awesome and fun, but the data mines, if you haven't seen it yet, you got to check it out. We're going to do some demo of it today. We're going to play around with it, show off some features, and maybe take some audience requests on things they want to see, maybe neighborhoods we can assess. I can tell you firsthand that there are going to be broadcasters leveraging this information. Spoiler alert, the UPX podcast, which happens on Thursdays, will definitely be making some segments evaluating neighborhoods. First up, which I'm not being biased here, they were technically the first ones to reach out, and that was Green Turtle. asking for Alamo Square to be evaluated. So that will be the first one up on our new. Oh wait, can I show that? Oh, hold on, you guys. I'll get your opinion on. I got a new like slide deck for it. Node here. Oh, there's no way I'm going to figure out how to just share this. Sorry, we got some bad storms there, so I'm not at my usual location due to power and internet issues. So I'm dealing with a single monitor, which is a little disorienting. Share screen. Window. And where did you go? You see, oh, here. All right. So there you go. There's Node. Neighborhood-oriented discussion and evaluation. What do you think? Node, huh? I had two designs for it. This is the other. I don't know. I kind of like this one too. I like the hexagon. Do you know why hexagon is an interesting shape? So that's the one with 6 sides. It is interesting fact. It's the largest polygon, like the highest number of sides that you can tile the plane. So that you can't. I know it's super nerdy, but tile the plane. See how this is like? There's no gap. You can do it exactly. So 6-sided is the highest sided polygon that you can quote unquote tile the plane with. Which makes it interesting. So like usually like when you think of tiles, you think of like squares, things like that. But if you wanted consistent size and everything, hexagon is your highest, which is really important in a lot of like strategic games because it gives you an additional 2 points of directionality access, which can, anyway, I'm a numbers and shapes nerd, so I could or not, but anyway. We're going to do a new feature we're working on for the UPX podcast called Neighborhood-Oriented Discussion and Evaluation, a.k.a. Node Talk. I don't know. The Node Show. The Node Show sounded weird. I was going to go with the Node Show, but that just felt not correct. Also, well, actually, here, hold on. You know what? I'm going to give you another sneak preview of something else that we're working on over on the UPX podcast, which I know. Don't worry, we're gonna get back. I mean, that is important because that node is going to be essentially backed by UPX.World data, and we're going to do a little preview of that today for you. But I kind of want to show this other thing. So those of you who don't know, I had the privilege of being on a virtual panel for India over the weekend. It was like at 5 a.m. Saturday morning or something. It was crazy. But if you didn't catch it, Tan from the Metaverse Journal held an in-person in Mumbai, and I think it was all the heavy hitters. I've never seen this many heavy hitters in one place. We had me, Uplando, Loyal Doyle, Musida, Droop, Dedicata. Like, it was a stacked panel, and I'll feel bad if I forget somebody else that was in there. But if I forgot somebody, I'm really sorry. But it was a lot of heavy hitters. India is now the world's most populated country, I believe. I believe that's a true statement. And so I think that has a lot of opportunity. I know at UPX.World, we have several team members in India and around that region. So they are definitely a critical component to our success. And they have fantastic developers and creators. And Web3 is an opportunity for a lot of them to escape. Not escape. Escape sounds bad. It just is another opportunity for them to generate revenue in a non-traditional way that may help them and their families, even in remote villages and things like that. If you have access to even the most initial or simple technology of the internet, Web3 can enable you to really make a difference for yourself and your community. So I was so excited to be a part of that panel. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. The reason I'm bringing all of that up is because it was the inspiration for. Now, we had these roundtables, and I had done roundtables before, and then we were talking. I just kind of came up with this. We'll get some feedback, see what you guys think. I was thinking called The Spark, where we just get some people and talk about different things and just have an open conversation. There's the tagline. I mean, you can read it. Real players, real experiences, designed to spark a real conversation. I found that when we had some downtime between the actual panels that we were doing for the MSJ, and it was pretty cool to just be able to have just talk with people. And you know what? This is also anybody who's familiar with the podcast, who has ever joined the pre-show or the after show. Imagine kind of boxing that up in a very much more like, sometimes we get very off topic and down rabbit holes, but when it's about Upland, and like, for instance, we had an amazing conversation around Spark and Spark evaluation recently. There's a lot of really cool stuff that I think we can share with the community. So look for that as a new mini series coming. I don't know where we'll host it, but yeah, I thought you guys might like to hear a little bit about that. All right. So that's the basic high level stuff. So let's talk about what is coming up in February. We're going to dive into the new UPX.World. And also, if you haven't seen, there are some new changes to the Discord, all designed to help streamline the onboarding process, specifically as we expand our player base and branch out. I know that there was some things like the living quarters. I know that some people were like, "Hey, where did those go?" Don't worry, they're not gone. I archived them for now. I think as we get a lot of new people on, that might be confusing because it doesn't really, we're not actively doing anything with them right now. But rest assured, we'll have the Purgatorium, which is going to leverage that. It's definitely something we saw a lot of positive traction with, and we will be doing more with that down the line. Right now, in order to just keep things streamlined, I have archived those channels. I've tried to relabel some based on feedback that we got that were confusing or maybe prevented people from finding the information that they wanted. All right. I just realized that KO Ninja's actual initials are KO. Awesome. You know what? That's true. That's hilarious. Keith Olson, KO Ninja. Also, I talked to More Cheese last night. Sounds like she is going for potentially, if hopefully this one. She was a little worried because she thought it was due, but Epic 4 isn't due until like the 6th, right, Dr. Nobi? I'm assuming that there's still slots. No, it's not Epic 6. It's Epic 4 due on the 6th. But had a good conversation with her. Really excited. If you don't know More Cheese, aka the God of Pixels, she does pixel art that is just like, it's insane. It's actually crazy. Like, if I didn't watch her do the art, because she actually live streams her hand pixeling these things, it's unbelievable. So really excited to see that. So yes, if you haven't already, and we are going to have an 11.11 update here on Friday with a full breakdown. So hopefully you have your submissions in. If you haven't submitted, what are you waiting for? There's actually a really good quote, which is, it sounds funny at first, but it's kind of true. And you know what, Dr. Nobi, I'm gonna. Oh, Guild Pieces due by the 6th. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Dr. Nobi, this also I think is something, given your perfectionism tendencies, not to call you out, but I recently heard a really interesting quote, and it was, "Anything that's worth doing is worth doing poorly." And at first, that sounds very weird. You're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. If you're going to do it right. That's what everyone hears, right? Anything that's worth doing is worth doing right. But the idea here is, if it's worth doing, do it poorly. It doesn't matter. If you can't, if you're not an artist right now, who cares? Do it. You're never, if you just go, I can't be an artist because I'm not an artist, you're never going to be an artist. Even if it's terrible, it's art. You've created it. You've made something. You progress. And a showcase system like 11.11 NFT Gallery, it's an opportunity for you to grow potentially over the next year if you continually progress through the pyramid. So, anything that's worth doing is worth doing poorly. It doesn't matter if you can, you don't have to run a mile like a perfect sprinter. Just walk the mile, jog a little bit, do whatever. Just do it. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly. So I found that very interesting and motivating. So again, no matter what your desire is, whatever you want to achieve, just do a little bit of it, even if it's poor. Anyway, better than nothing. I take that approach, and I would say 100% relating to art. Give it a stab, send it in. Let's get some pieces in from the community. It's going to be awesome. All right. Present. Oh. Now I'll show the site first. Okay, so boop. Here we go. If you haven't seen it already. Oh, and it's responsive, by the way. Should work. I think mobile has a slightly different interface. But here's our new site. And you can see already some upgrades. We got some feedback. We also made some suggestions. We have an active Trello board. If you haven't seen it on Discord, there is a feedback channel. You can post suggestions, feature enhancements, bugs, anything like that, whether it's a small spelling mistake or a major performance issue, anything like that. Feel free to report it. Here we go. Also, call out. So if you haven't seen the announcement, Upland is taking down its globe due to performance issues. Now, we got reports, and it is fair to say that this thing is very power hungry, because I told you this is not simple. Like this, it seems simple. It seems like, oh, it's a spinning sphere. But when you talk about, this is just on a web page. Like this is using, this isn't a game interface. This is just HTML. Like this is just, I can't even describe to you how ridiculous it is to actually have this coded. Like, it's actually mind blowing. It's not a simple feat at all. Anyway, so here we go. We got our updated little banner here. Of course, our data mines. This is where we want to go. Oh goodness. Hold on. Hold on. Can't give away all the secrets. Let's see here. S-word up in here. I think that's it. How has your experience been? Has anybody, you guys registered on there, gone and started to look around? What's your first impression? Yeah, so that's a really interesting point. The thing is, it's not necessarily the code, it's the front end rendering, because the logic and everything. But we have optimized already. So if you go, and here I'll add this to the stream so you can look at this. And we will definitely be doing some beautification stuff, but obviously functionality would be priority. Okay. Sorry, one second. I'm pulling up if you want to follow along at home. Oh, onboarding. Okay, hold on. No, I didn't actually want to do that. So on the Discord, underneath the voice of the player, so there's a category you'll see called voice of the player. And in there, you will see the first thing is updates. We already have several updates to report. So the logo in the mini nav, which we saw, added icons for the social media. Let me pull this up. Oh, that's here. Oh, it's actually on the main site. Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. UPX.World. We'll just show. I'll show live what our developer said get done here. Social links now has little icons. I did want to put them up here at the top, but they said it was looking kind of, it wasn't looking very clean anymore. So they're there. All of our socials are here. They're in the menu with icons now. Let's see here. We had Shacklin's piece on the 1111 page got fixed. Flags were reduced from 12 megabytes each to 2 megabytes each to help homepage performance. There was multiple links that were going to the UPX.World dev site that now link to UPX.World. And note that when you're looking at these updates, if it is in bold, that means it came from the community, either through feedback or other chat channels. So we want to highlight that not only are we actively improving based on our own internal testing and checking of things, but we are actively listening to the community. When you post in the UPX.World feedback channel, we will actually update it with a tag once it gets logged, and then we will update it with resolved, and we will actually update the title of the forum post to contain resolved as well. So you can check at any time what feedback has been addressed, logged, and resolved, and check that against the updates channel as well. So in there, somebody mentioned there was a grammar of wait, please, to really should be please wait. And this is fair. Like there's going to be grammar and spelling and things like that. Most of our development team, English is not their first or second language even. Most of the time it's their third or fourth. We have a very eclectic development team with a wide range of backgrounds, and converting that to localized English is not always a 100% thing. So any of that kind of feedback, again, just be kind about it. Realize that, that's what we're working. That's what we have, and that they are doing their best. So that was corrected. Stats page. So this was a big one. This was quite surprising. Discovered by Green Turtle just this morning, where the stats page, which is here, so when you would go to Manhattan and actually just do that, he was one of the top property owners at 294 properties, I believe. However, the stats page, like if you went and queried the properties list and said, hey, how many properties does Green Turtle own in Manhattan? It would return 294. However, this was saying 304. However, which was a discrepancy. And there was actually multiple discrepancies specifically on this stats page. And that was raised by Green Turtle and was addressed by the one and only Grom Brindle, who was able to find that there was collection properties, specifically properties that were in multiple collections. So if you were in multiple premium collections, that those properties were getting counted multiple times. So there you go. That was the bug. The bug has been crushed, and the update has been pushed to production. We are a very agile shop. We don't wait around. If we can fix it, we're going to fix it. And we're going to push it to you as quick as we can. The favor icon got updated. I think that got pushed now too. That might not be pushed yet. So I have to double check that. Because I'm looking at it and it doesn't look like it's updated on mine, but that could be a caching issue too. So this is the favor icon like that, needed to be updated. So there we go. There you have that. Let's see. Let me close this. I really hope that didn't contain my StreamYard. Oh, okay, good. Whew. Let's see here. So we got Shaq is registered. She says it's amazing. Switch to night mode. I'm already getting. Okay, hold on. Sorry, was that hurting your eyes? Yes. Of course. Boom. Look. Oh, there you go. Is that there? Much better. Thank you. Yes, wait, comma, please is technically also correct. Yeah, I tend to agree. Please wait is probably just the more, I don't know. I'm not an English person. I rely on you guys to tell me what's what. And the thing is, we're like Ron Burgundy. If you're like, hey, it should say that, we're going to change it. Okay. If you say so. I mean, obviously, it's got to make sense. Anyway, so we can see here, you actually have this, which I guess they added at some point as well. Wait, where did it go? I thought there was here. I don't know if I didn't notice this before or what, but you can come here and add another chart to like have multiple charts up at once. So like if you wanted to go top owners by property count, and then now this is already logged as a bug. So just know, I logged it as a bug this morning. When you do these drop downs, it defaults to like way up here. It doesn't do down here. So you just have to like, it is annoying. So just know that. So top Spark investors. So you know that this is my kind of my litmus test for something. Now, granted, this is an entire city of Manhattan, but you can see here, here's the top owners, but are they really investing? So, our boy Lockheed, actually, that's awesome. He's an OG as well. I had no idea. 1,400 properties. Dang, he has almost as much as Dizzy. But you can also see, and there's nothing wrong with this. There's no judgment here. But if Lockheed was sitting here pushing to develop in Manhattan, I might question it looking at the stats, because he himself has not really put a lot in there. But we can see here, Dizzy, top owner and top contributor of Spark at 131,000 Spark hours put into Manhattan. So you can see he is very much invested. This is interesting just in general to just see how quickly, like, there's two players with over 1,000, like, and then it quickly drops. Like nobody else even has 500 properties, which is very fascinating to me. I'm kind of curious now. And there's also, so other defects, and I'll tell you that there's a bug. So if you try and modify this and submit it, it's not gonna work. There's a caching issue or some like refresh page issue. You just have to go back, like just toggle and then go back to the stats. That's on a high priority ticket. So that will be fixed here shortly. I know my way around the semi. Oh, geez. All right, count. Now, granted, there we go. Oh, I haven't done this report. So here, I'm just looking at stats for an entire city. Dang, there I am. 25. Dang, I have 2,500. That's pretty good. 4,000 properties. Dizzy's a madman. Now, I don't want to, I'm not a, you know what? I wonder what, who top building owners. Not surprising there. That's very interesting. I guess it's not, I mean, that shouldn't really surprise anybody who knows San Francisco. Ben 68. owner and proprietor of the UDU, Midtown Terrace. There you go. 300. That's interesting. Let's see. What do you think? Spark? You think Spark investors? Ben, DJ. Hey, there I am. I don't have nearly as much Spark as most people. But that makes me happy. I'm glad that I'm a top Spark investor. June though. Get it, June. June is an OG, super cool guy. Him and his brother actually are, I believe they're expats that live in Japan. I think I have that statistically correct. So we can see here, oh, our boy Mars Utah up there too. The turbo. Let's see. I feel like we should be a pie chart. Look at this. Let's see what else we got here. Dang, you know what? John Doe. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. We can start eliminating. Hodler, Mixed Play, Ryan. A lot of OGs. Oh, that's interesting. Star Labs 3D is an old account. They tried to buy up an entire neighborhood. You probably know them if you're a hunter. They own like most of a neighborhood, and they're at max visits. You know what? That could be an interesting dive too. Somebody remind me later to do an investigation on this player and their properties and visits specifically. Okay, so there you go. So here's some of this. So hopefully you can see how this would, again, start to give you insights on who's doing what, where. I'm curious on, do you guys want to take bets on who's the top owner in Los Angeles? I mean, I guess the safe bet's who? Max visits is like the max visitor fee. Oh yeah, Abdullah. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess it's gonna be Abdullah. Okay, well, who's second? Abdullah has to be first, right? Has to be first in LA. Dizzy's the champ of Manhattan and San Fran, though. Like, and those are the two, like, I don't know, big. Do Bronx? Okay, we can do Bronx. I just feel like Manhattan and San Francisco are like the two most prestigious. Oh no. Error, please retry. It might be too big. Come on. I blame Abdullah. Abdullah's data is in here and it's just like, no, we can't even process it. Do. That's what you think. More cheese. I missed you, more cheese. What up? We were just talking about you. We were just talking about you, cheese. Oh, okay. Well, dang it. I'll have to look into. I'm gonna raise that as a. I don't know if that's an enhancement or a defect. Let's do Bronx. You said there is a lot of properties in. And logging it asked me for an auth token. Don't know where that from. Not in my email. Bronxdale. Did you register with your email or did you register with your whatchamacallit? Also, here's another interesting one of like what these maybe should be percents, but number of properties for sale. So I mean, you can see here almost 25% of the properties are for sale. Wait, properties info by count by mint. What the interesting. Wait, I'm confused. The 305,000, 20,000. Wait. Something is weird there. Right? I don't know what these are. Property info by count, property info by mint. Oh, interesting. I think I cracked it. There's 20,000 properties for sale. The total sales value of that is 305 million UPX. So that's that's interesting. So that's like the value. So like there's 305 million UPX worth of minted property for sale in the 20,000 properties that are for sale. So that's kind of interesting to know that there's a higher percentage of essentially minted value for sale than the number. I wonder if there's other areas that are, geez, that's not even like what? That's absurd. That's absolutely absurd. Okay, let's include everyone else. Okay, everyone else does shrink him down, but like the fact that you could still see his bar compared to everybody else is still kind of insane. I mean, I guess we could do a pie chart. Hold on. I'll do pie, and then we'll get rid of Abdullah. No offense. We just need to actually be able to see the results. Oh, dang it. Okay. Also, be careful when you click to do a side scroll that you don't accidentally hit your toggle. All right. So here's our top 20. TM, Sourceit, Lock, CMS, AppyMF, Dedicator, NF Holdings, Happy Jack, HW Poo, Tallmill, Clefogate. I don't know. Board of Money, SOA. There you go. There's some people we know. Mindex. Oh, Mindex is an OG. Matt 6, Mindhajar. Yeah. So there you go. There's your top holders. I'm curious here. Let's see who's investing. See, now this is interesting. Like where? Okay, so Abdullah has 1,000 plus Spark. Where is he putting it all? LA, I guess, right? I guess that's where he's putting it. Because like Happy Jack. So here's your top investors in Spark. Let's see who owns the most buildings, though. Building owners. Texas Trader with 71. See, he doesn't. He owns a lot. He owns 6,000 properties, but he doesn't have any buildings there, which is interesting. What's well, here we can actually do this. Oh my gosh, is it 2 A's? Oh my gosh. Somebody, oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh, you're gonna make me feel bad. I cannot remember how to spell his name, and that's embarrassing. I should know how to spell his name. So I'm gonna cheat and just go back to where I know that I saw it. What else? Okay, I was right. ABD 86SA, yes. Abdullah 86SA. Submit. Although this might crash our system too. I don't. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? Once it gets like queried, he doesn't have a home address. 42 million. He earns over $1 million a day. Staked. So he's got all. Where are you staking all your Spark? This model represent a replica landmark of the 3 Washington. So we got 20 there. We got Spring Oak Drive, LA. Yeah, okay. So, some Kansas City, LA, Kansas City, C. Mavis. Interesting. Medium factory, luxury moderns, large factory, apartment buildings, lots of apartment buildings. Those are all 30 a piece in LA. Townhouses. All right. Jeez, oh Pete's. Man, can you imagine like managing all this? I can't even begin to imagine it. All right. Well, so we got to figure out. I really want to get an LA system. That's crazy. I'm really shocked that he has no unstaked spark. Let's see what kind of. So he's who's buying all these director block explorers. Tisk tisk. Don't buy these people's block explorers. These are really cool though. Oh dang, that's a nice mint one though. Yeah. Those aren't cool mint ones. That's a cool mint one. That's a cool mint one. Let's see. What kind of... Oh, does he have any outdoor decor? I think he's got... oh, yeah, he's got all those statues. He's got all the FIFA these. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The mint one of the Saudi Arabia canvas. Spoiler alert, the SA in Abdullah SA is for Saudi Arabia. If you didn't know that, now you do. He won all of the silver ones. 1, 2, 3. Wait, did he get number 4? Did somebody steal number 4? Who has mint 4 of that? Oh my gosh. That's funny. All right. So here you go. Again, you can explore all of this. You can go see these beautiful cars. I love the way that this is laid out. We are working on a list view if you're just looking for the data. But overall, I really like this gallery view. It gives you the mint number. It gives you the basic information and also the link to the item. You can get more details by clicking here and find out like what the max supply and the current supply are. So there's probably some of these. I'm curious, are these already all out? Max supply and current supply are maxed out. Let's go to second page, see if he's got some of the newer ones like these. Oh, really? Are these only max supply, current supply? Oh, that's an R. Are we already at max supply on all this stuff? My goodness. Okay. Well, anyway, there you go. There's some more details on it. You can see he's quite an avid collector. Structure ornaments. I'm sure he has a lot of these. Oh, so many. Oh, actually only a couple mint ones. That's kind of shocking. But those are pretty rare. You can see 1 of 5s. Those are going to be really critical for decorating contests, specifically for Halloween. These very low mint, like whoever he decides to team up with, he could single-handedly really help them out. Because you got to keep in mind, and we'll talk more as different events come up and we do like neighborhood evaluation, is, well, what do you need to actually win a neighborhood competition? Portage Park has set the bar pretty high, but they are not unbeatable. We saw they have 17,000 plus built properties. They have a massive team. However, places second and third for the Christmas decoration specifically had less than 600 properties, because the way Upland does it is a multipliers of variety percentage. So if you have a small, well-built neighborhood and you organize the collections, so each variation of this, and so keep in mind, these skull things are the variation here is insane. Each color, each rarity are a completely different multiplier number. So you need 1 of each rarity, 1 of each color, 1 of each building to get max multiplier, which again, if you're running a competitive decorative node, those are things that you should start looking for now. Do not wait until Halloween to start hunting these things down. Go find them now when it's off season. Get people who are looking to liquidate to get the new stuff. If you're serious about it, that's what you need to be doing. Same goes for Christmas. It is not too early to stack up on the original Christmas decorations. It's historically been the same thing. Again, not financial advice. Don't go spend millions of dollars on it and then it not happen and then blame me. I don't know, but historically, based on what we've seen, that is how it works. I don't see any reason why they would change that. They haven't indicated that they would change it. So go out, hunt these down, because as you can see, like 4 of 5 on these. Like that is like there's only 5 of these in the game. That means only 5 neighborhoods at most could even have this as one of their items. And so and keep in mind also, micro houses, I think, count for less points, but apartments count for a lot of points. So if you're going to prioritize your apartments first. They have the highest base score. They have the best multipliers. So prioritize your rare apartment building ones first, and then go from there. Yeah. So there you go. Very cool. He spent a lot on these. He's got 10 pages of these. Oh, the Jack the Reaper. So the ones with the red houses. Also know what you're buying. So in the Halloween has so many. And honestly, like the red windows are for the Eldritch, but only for this year. So you can see like this skeleton house, which was from 2021 with the I almost said it. Red windows does not inherently mean that is a Eldritch apartment. So keep that in mind, that different years have different properties. Don't get fooled into thinking you're getting an Eldritch when you're not. Know what you're buying. Know its rarity. Know its value. If you don't know, ask the community. Ask the property experts. Ask a buddy. Make sure that you aren't overpaying for your items. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Property search is pretty straightforward. You can search here. So today I was doing. I'll tell you what I was. I'll give you a little insight to what I was doing today. I went this. And then I went down here. I'm not going to show. I'm hesitant to show exactly what I'm doing, what I did. So I'll just do this to start with, because I'm not done with what I was doing. So I don't want people to just snipe me for no reason. Not that it would be for no reason. The Metaskull stuff is super cool. So if you don't know, Hyde Park, LA, is, you can see where People's Park is. Sorry, I've missed some of these. He may have, that would technically be against TOS. So I'm going to say that he doesn't do that, but he has to. No, I don't even understand how one person on one account could do it. Like, I don't understand how you don't have like 6 people running the account 24/7, like multi-logged in, just like to manage all of that. Like, you have to be running that account 24/7 to keep up with everything. It's so time consuming, like placing things and sparking, and then like Spark Week when he's sitting there buying. Whatever he's doing, it's fine. So Hyde Park is the neighborhood that the Hyde Park Ninjas. So Hyde Park, LA is the neighborhood from that the Hyde Park Ninjas are building up in. If you don't know, I can show you. But our buddy Dizzy, not Ditzy Dits, who is our Romanian speedrunner, but Dizzy Diski, who is one of the top, I think one of the top net worth and property owners in Upland. He recently dropped I think we saw several million UPX worth. I think he's at like 500 properties now inside of Hyde Park. We'll actually take a look at it after this because I'm kind of curious on my own stats. I recently picked up a couple more, but you know what? It's fine. I'll show you because you guys are family. I don't have secrets from, well, actually, I have a ton of secrets from my family. So I won't say you're like my family because I don't really tell my family anything, but you're like really good friends. So what I did was like, I was like, well, there's plenty to mint. So I just want to go unlocked, right? And keep in mind, these are multi-select. So for instance, if I wanted unlocked and for sale, we could do that. In fact, let's do that. If you want structure, you can pick your structure. Again, multi-select is available here. Now keep in mind this, maybe we should filter out the specialty ones. We should put those somewhere else. But it is kind of cool to see all of the variations. So these are all of the current models that are in the game. Maybe I'll make an enhancement request to like separate the core models from, maybe organize that set a little bit. So you can do FSA, non-FSA, and then here's a sort by. And so what I did was I actually just did it for unlocked, but I'm going to do it for sale. And I sorted by size, and I went descending. So what I was specifically looking for was very large properties. Oh, snap. Oh, it's 1 million UPX. That's a big property, though. So I picked up a couple of 300 plus. They're on like Pinehurst and some other things. Also, I've already put in a suggestion to have the percentage on these added. So I was looking for specifically properties that I could build either a luxury ranch or a luxury modern homes on, or apartment buildings, because those from a competitive perspective and from just like an overall housing perspective, I think are really good. So I was picking up some of these. Again, they're not cheap. They were in the 100,000. Cost per up square, which is another metric I've asked to have added here. You can figure that out by taking the mint cost divided by, I don't have my handy dandy calculator here, but you could divide that by what? Take off 2 digits, 3, it's like 300, 250, maybe 250 per up square, something like that. So it's not the cheapest neighborhood per up square, but it's not too bad. So you can see here, there's some unlocked. Those are probably the ones I would look at first, but yeah, those seem to have pretty high markups. We definitely need a markup percentage because like here, well, that's still a significant markup, 500,000. This actually isn't too bad of a markup. It's a 2x markup for 261. That's a big property too. I don't know if I could justify $1 million for it when I can go buy 10 of these and then have 3,000 up square, right? So total up square, although that doesn't necessarily equate because there's definitely benefits to having one big one. So again, if I wanted to do just the unlocked, so I don't want to pay secondhand. Here you go. Wow, there was a lot more of these when I looked originally, which was just a couple hours ago. I did buy a handful of them myself. I bought, so let's see here. So here you go. Here's the highest that are left to mint. There's only one over 100,000. So there is 4,300 properties left to mint. These are your highest. And if we go to the lowest, the smallest, hold on, let's do this. Wait. Let's do price, ascending, submit. So here's your cheap, can you, okay, might be wait, that's weird. Oh, wait. Unlocked, why is it doing that? This is interesting. It's a weird data set. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. Well, this is why we test things. City. When in doubt, if you're getting weird results, always just give it a shake, restart it. We're going to go to our Hyde Park here. Status. Oh, no, yeah, unlocked. Price ascending. Oh, wait. I'm doing something wrong here. Mint price. I don't know what that was. Maybe that was really weird. That was like the sales history. That's odd. So I did this sale price, which means I bet if I go to the transactions, sorry, I'm just exploring myself here. These are weird records. There's nothing there. Okay. They're sent. Anyway, that's very odd. Anyway, mint price. Don't do that. Just collect the right things, and then there you go. That's a weird defect. But you can see here, 13,000 is the current cheapest if you want to mint. So now let's see. Can I do now if I do the sort? If it does it. Descending, submit. Okay. So there you go. Most expensive, 100,000. Somebody's going to buy that today, probably. Let's be honest. Because if somebody doesn't, I probably will. So we're going to go to our good friend LA. Also, if you're a fan of Letterkenny, which I love Letterkenny, it's a redneck Canadian thing. I know, sounds super random, but I think it's absolutely hysterical. And they have a whole like mini skit on LA once you go to LA. So if you're familiar with that, every time I say LA, that's what I say that's how I hear it in my head. Gonna hop back over. Would be really cool to can accommodate X to see the size. Yeah. The problem with that, Dr. Nobi, is that your total up square, to be fair, there is a fan, more cheese knows, to be fair, that also happens. That rings in my head every time I say that. So ideally, and maybe we'll put like guidelines, but the thing is, the Modine, I think that's her name. Who actually owns the bar? Because you're not. Yeah. Oh, she is ridiculous. But the size, so it can be narrow or it can be a weird shape. So the actual number of up square, although that would be a great indicator of like maybe we can get the stats on like the smallest up square. Like if it was perfectly sized, like what's the smallest up square footprint that a property could fit on? That might work. True Blue Ninja, who is an honorary ninja, obviously. Gail is her name. She runs Modine's. Modine's is the name of the bar, yeah. I just bought the 2 biggest available in Hyper. You did? Dang it. That's what I was doing today. I bought a bunch. So I'm curious now. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to see. So here we go. Here is, that's actually really cool. So there's 4,323 properties. And Abdullah, if you're watching, all you need to do is spend 2.5 months worth of interest and you can buy out the rest of the neighborhood. So if you are sitting on 80 million UPX, you could mint the rest of Hyde Park. So there you go. So now you can see that's actually a really interesting stat of how much it will cost. So there you go. If you're ever wondering how much would it cost to mint out this neighborhood, 80 million UPX is what it'll cost, folks. Oh, we could do that by entire city. Ooh, fun. Top property owners. There's our boy, That's actually lower than I feel like it was. I feel like it was at 500. Although that might have been with the maybe the stats thing was wrong. He's breakaway 449. SC kicker trying to keep up. KO Ninja 205. Then we got crazy. Like I'm not even in. Like oh there, geez, oh Pete's. Where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I made top 10. I broke the top 10. 34 properties. But I think what's more interesting will be total owners by size. So now you can look at all the different metrics because here you can see while I'm top 10 on number at 34, I'm actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm number 6 in total size at 4,000 up square. However, Dizzy still with a no pun intended dizzying amount at almost 30,000 up squares owned is very much in the lead. True Blue Ninja. Wait, True Blue, what's your is your in-game name True Blue as well? They were both 427. That's decent. So True Blue. Are you True Blue in game or I'm curious what your okay. So I wonder how many properties you have. Let's take a look. See where our boy True Blue lands. Or did you just start buying? Oh, there it is. True Blue is currently sitting at 1,457 up square. Let's see. Is he in the top? How far do we have to scroll this over? Stop me if you see him. It's getting bigger. Oh my goodness. There he is. Wait, True Blue Ninja. Sitting at 11. Hey, that's good. You only need one, really. Oh, you're about to be too stupid. True Blue, you got to buy 2 more. You got to get more than too stupid. You can't let him beat you. A lot of familiar names here. So, again, I expect this to be a really fun neighborhood. Again, other things that I would start to look at is like building complete by type. I never like that. We'll just do it as donut. So here we can see small townhouse, 12 apartments, definitely an area to start working on. 11 ranches is nice. 16, that's fine. That's fine. Biggest opportunity is going to be, well, I don't see any luxury moderns either. 1 luxury ranch. Definitely going to need a couple more luxury ranch. Going to need a couple more luxury moderns. And you probably want your apartments in the 30 or 40 range. But if I know my ninjas, and I do, yep, look at all of this that's being actively built. There's currently 57 townhouses being built. I think Dizzy is responsible for a lot of this, actually. We can check here, Top Spark Investors. Oh, see, now this is what you like to see. This is what you hope to see in a node. Like, I'm just going to just kudos to SC Kicker and KO Ninja. While they may not have the top property ownership in their own node, which is fine because you got a whale like Dizzy, they are absolutely the highest Spark contributors. That is 100% what you want to see. They are dedicated to building this node out. You can come here and you can see other, we do have Dizzy is also investing a ton, and that's more recent. So I expect this number to grow quite rapidly. I believe he's actually building on 11th Avenue for our 1111 drag strip that is north. It's the North 11th Avenue. Don't bother to buy the South 11th Avenue. I mean, you can, but we're going to do a drag strip on the north side. And he recently bought up the rest of it and is starting to build. So we're going to have some fun with that. Townhouse is 57. Love to see that. Small townhouse is 30. Fantastic. Handful of micro houses, some ranch houses. There we go. 5 apartments in build. Love to see that. Hey, we got a couple luxury ranches, a chic and a luxury modern. Look at that. So they are definitely building towards a well-rounded community. Love to see that. 14 million UPX. So you can see there's not actually a lot for sale. There's only, a handful, less than 700 properties for sale in the neighborhood of the, 4,000 minted. Like very much a tight closed kind of situation there. So great to see. Absolutely going to be killer stuff from there. All right. Almost 50% minted. Absolutely. I'm higher than I thought. Well, that's why you got to take pace between gummies. Oh, you were talking about something else. Got it. So anyway, shout out also. Wait, hey Keith, can I tell them what you guys bought? Can I tell them what you bought? I don't want to like spoil, because I know like I mean I think it's going to be a big surprise. Oh yeah, you are on the you're high up on the Spark. Good for you. Way to go. Or are you keeping it? I want to spoil it. We want a lot of people in. Don't mint Abdullah. What? No. Yeah, that's fair. I only have 3 Spark. Well, good for you. All right. Well, I without the blessing of the ninjas, I can't reveal what they bought. It's not my thing to share, but it's super super cool. And once we do talk about it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's super cool." Where's the beginning and the end of the 1111 drag strip? It's 11th Avenue. There's like a break point. There's like 11th Avenue goes. There's like 2 sections, a north section and a south section of 11th Avenue. He could bring mega, but we've seen him. He tends to invest. Like I'm gonna watch more where he's kind of investing Spark. You know what would be cool? I'll put it on my like. This will be a much longer backlog. But can you imagine like a Spark heat map where like it's a map of like where you stake Spark, and then like it glows the more Spark hours you have in an area, and then it would really show like, oh come on, fam. That would be dope as hell, especially for somebody like you're trying to track like where's Abdullah like putting his stuff, and just have it like glow like, oh, he's dumping tons of Spark here and here and here. Like, just saying, Spark heat map. I like it. I'm gonna put it on the suggestion board. All right. Well, I would be remiss if I didn't mention again 1111nft.gallery. Be sure to get your art submissions in. Go check out Buy the Art, bid on the art. It is a really fun, exciting project. If you want to know more about it, be sure to check out Discord. Hear all about it. You can ask Dr. Nobi any questions you have about the participation and the progress of it. And join some of the most elite artists and community members from Upland and beyond. We have several of our own community members, including St. Lucie, who has an absolutely hot, no pun intended, pyramid piece in. I'm gonna feel bad because I'm gonna miss people. I'm gonna miss so many people. But we got Shaq, Robzilla, Marjuta, Left House, myself, Dr. Nobi's mom. There's just a lot of celebrities. That's what I'm saying. And so, yeah. Oh. And if you want to see all of the pieces, Coco Lily is, mark my words, the Coco Lily creations are going to have a cult following. She is adorable. She makes handcrafted like items from miscellaneous like crafting material, and they're all very positive and fun. And mark my words, it will be a cult classic. I can't imagine that she's going to participate in future iterations. I think that she did it as a fun, maybe even a favor to her son who's starting this project. I'm telling you, secret dark horse. Don't sleep on Coco Lily Creations. Anyway, does she have a? I don't think she has. Like, I think she's completely off the grid. There's like a small chance that she's Amish. I don't know. I made that up, but for the purposes of this, she's Amish, and they had to like make a special exception to digitally upload this. That's not true. There's no way that that's true, but I don't know it to be false. So, oh, there you go. She has a Facebook under a completely different name. Not Amish, but Classic Mom. You got to love that. Classic Mom. I hear you. That's very fair. So definitely check that out. Friday, we are going to do our 11/11 weekly recap. We will go through all of the pieces currently at the array and in the pyramid, how many they've sold, what they're going for. You will want to be there for sure. Hear what is hot and what is getting hotter. So be there for that. Tomorrow, if you absolutely must hear my voice again for some reason, you can catch me co-hosting with Too Stupid to Win on the UPX podcast at 8:15 Central. We actually have the agency, I think, is coming on tomorrow, which is going to be really cool. If you don't know, he's a pretty well-known community member, and he will be joining us live. So yes, get your array pieces while you can. Tam, don't make fun of the oldies, especially if they lilies. Lilyfield coming in. No. So time out. No one's making fun of Coco Lily Creations. And I'm sorry if it came off that way. I love Coco Lily Creations. She's amazing. Her art is amazing, and it's super positive, and it is great. We have nothing but love for Coco Lily Creations. And so that goes for all lilies. Lily, I see your fairy avatar. I don't know if you're an artist. I don't know if you've already submitted to 11/11 NFT, but I feel like if your name is Lily, I feel like most lilies are artistic. Also, I have a niece named Lily. No, I don't. Do I? I think they call her Lily. That's awkward. Anyway, but she likes to draw and stuff. So anyway. Oh, tell them about it? I can tell. We're already over on time. You tell me now that I can tell them about it? Oh my gosh. Where do I see the 11 elections? Good question. 11/11 NFT.gallery. Oh, Second Life. That's fair. I thought that might have been that. All right. So, okay. That's all right. All right. He said I could do it. So the Hyde Park Ninjas have purchased a full-on motion capture suit. Like, super cool. Top of the line, like, boop, get suited up. They're going to be doing real martial arts moves, like authentic craft for all of the X-Lander moves. So when we are showcasing Muay Thai and karate moves, these aren't just going to be like, oh yeah, we programmed. Like, these are going to be from legitimate martial artists in controlled environments, and we're going to videotape. So I believe the plan is at least to video the capturing process, share that with you as the community. Also, we're going to be doing some TikTok challenges. So can you do the move better than the programmed excellence, right? So we're going to have, Keith and team are going to do the move. We'll capture that. That gets sent over to our development team. They code that into the custom created avatars, which are completely rigged to support all of the movements, an individual, arm and leg and everything, completely articulated. And then we will have, you'll be able to do a TikTok challenge. and say, hey, duet with it. And they are planning on doing a bunch of really cool giveaways and competitions related to it. I can see a future where if you win something, I don't know, maybe you have the Hyde Park Ninjas choreograph a dance for you or do a famous pose or some sort of action that you would like captured. And then they could make it and give it to UPX.World to have as an emote for your Xlander. Their motion capture suit can do it all. It's super freaking cool. And I cannot wait for them to get it. And I cannot wait to see the results. Can we all buy these suits and submit our own dance moves? Not all. I won't. I can't say everybody go out and buy it and we'll submit dance moves. However, Drifter, if this is at all serious, oh, okay, joke. Okay. Well, to be fair, I mean, some people, they might do that because that would be super cool. But in all seriousness, if you think that that's something you're interested in is motion capture and you would like to potentially program moves, because there is also revenue opportunity there to sell your moves, maybe make them premium in-app purchases, sell them on the Unity store once we get them mapped. To be fair, and so there's a lot that you could actually do with it. If that's an interest of you, reach out to me privately and we can talk about those logistics if you would like to do that and then have UPX.World work with you on that, because it is actually super cool. All right. Well, we are a little bit over, but hey, what a great time. Please go out and share the amazing news. UPX.World is back. Get people in the data mines, get people testing, get people on Discord. Again, we cleaned it up, so it's hopefully a little bit easier onboarding. Probably Friday, I'm working on the VIX program. So this will be the last thing. And actually, I forgot to share. Oh my gosh, this was kind of important. I know you're shutting down. I know. Okay. Well, so the VIX program, I did want to throw this out there, and actually I'll take a quick even survey. You can jump onto Discord and give me your feedback. So the VIX program is going to be $9.99 a month. And that's going to get you premium server access, and it'll have in-game perks such as the premium Xlander, and every experience owner has kind of volunteered or essentially volunteered to give free things to VIX members. So as we get more experience, the more value the VIX, etc. However, I was also thinking of doing a very limited run just to help, collect funds for the next wave of development, selling some VIX lifetime passes. I know that some games, I looked into it. So yes, like free racing at X cards. Exactly. Perks like that. So I looked into it. It's not unheard of for subscription-based games to sell a handful of lifetime subscriptions. I was thinking, because right now, like if you buy any stock with us, so we do have a community stock purchase program, which you can reach out to me about if you're interested in investing in UPX.World directly. But if you just wanted it, I was looking at pricing it $300, which I know sounds high. And I was only going to do like maybe 20 or 30 of them for sale at all. And that would be lifetime VIX. I feel like that's about fair of that's what, 3 years. It's essentially like you pay for 3 years, but get infinite for free. I don't know. I just kind of thought about it. We would like to help raise a little bit of money to get through the next big chunk of development. Keith says it's not very high. Okay. Well, that's maybe what I'll do. We'll see how the community takes to it. I think it would be 2.5 years. Yeah. So almost everybody sells a year subscription. We could do a year at whatever, discount, $60 for a year or something. But I kind of like the idea, lifetime VIX. I want the people who are there now. We've given away several, but if you haven't got the opportunity and you do want to support what we're doing, I said We were never going to offer anything premium until I had something to give you. So this is what we have. UPX.World, the data mines are live. We have the alpha product that's out. We're going to be at Steam. So we are now at the point where, we are going to start raising some more funds and start to look for, monetization opportunities. But we're not greedy. That's our whole thing. Greed is bad. Actually, we have some cool, I have so many things. We'll catch you tomorrow on the UPX podcast. I'm sure I'll talk more about UPX.World there. We'll see you Friday for our 11/11 weekly recap. And of course, I'm on the ship. I'm in Discord all day, all night. Come say hi, leave us some feedback, say hello, and tell your friends. Most importantly, tell your friends. That's the mission of the week. Spread the word. Let's get people excited. Let's get people back engaged on Discord. Let's get people back on the site. UPX.World's here, and it ain't going anywhere ever again. All right. Y'all take care, and we'll see you on the ship. Cheers.